Okay, guys, we are live. Welcome to this live. I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see what we have. I'm going to share the full screen, entire screen. There we go. Boom. There we are. All right. So it's about 9:30, and let's just begin that stuff. Okay. So let's go back. You guys. Let's see. So we have the charts. This is TradingView. If you don't have TradingView, make sure you sign up. I'm going to put the link below. That's the, okay, I'm logging into the student's account now. The account is very, very small. May have no money, but I hope you guys did something. Last time I asked you guys to, those of you who want to be part of this trading, you can contribute. The money will be traded right in front of you. You can see the account only has, let's go to the web terminal. So we are trading from $22. Okay, so remember that figure. So at the end of the day, we're going to look at how much money we have lost or how much money we have made based on what we end up with. So it's almost 9:30. At 9:30, we're going to jump. It's 9:30. So we're going to look at the first candle. We're going to be trading NASDAQ. Let's go. I love NASDAQ. There we go. So you can see we're going to go to the 2-minute time frame. Okay, there is the first candle right there. That's the 9:30 candle. It's a red candle. It is going down. But has a long wick at the bottom. We are looking at the positions. Oh man. Okay. Position. We are still looking at it. The time now is 9:30:39. So this candle is only 42 seconds. We give it about a minute and see. All right, so look at our platform. Yes, it's NASDAQ. Okay, all right, so it is there. It's NASDAQ, no problem. Okay, so we're looking at it. So 9:31. So the candle is 1 minute and 7 seconds, 8 seconds. Okay. It's not starting from an ideal position where I would want to jump in. However, that notwithstanding, we can see it is a red candle going down. Yes, we're going to go sell. We're going to sell. We are going to sell this one. Boom. We are in. Did we sell? We sold. No, it didn't take it at all. Why? Guys, why? There's no sale. Late, too late. Too late. Too late. Okay, it's in there. We sold. It just took a long time. Oh, it's green. Boom. So literally, it went down and it's going up. An ideal position. So that stop loss is done. Stop loss is done right there. You can see. So it broke up. So let's see. It reversed. Out our stop loss. It took out our stop loss. We're going to close that part. We closed that one manually because it didn't allow me to put a stop loss. So I just closed it. Which one is our stop loss? Here is our stop loss, guys. 23,23880. Let's go back and see. Yep, this is our stop loss here at the bottom of the candle. 23,913. 23. No, we need to modify this. 23,913 is our stop loss. Okay. 23,913 is our stop loss. So we're gonna just wait for 3 bar. You can see the one that we started, we lost $6 there. You can see, guys. Okay, so we are waiting for that to close. It's a big bar going up. So the first bar was, I was skeptical, right? You remember? I was telling you, but this is a big bar going up. Okay, let's see if we're gonna recover the loss. Not sure. Normally there's a follow through when you get a big bar like that. Okay, it's still going up. This is the FFCC strategy. So big bar going up. Okay, now it's not really going up. We have our stop loss down here. This is where our stop loss is. Guys, let me put a line so you can see it. There is where the stop loss is. Okay. So we entered here. As soon as it cleared this red bar, we are in, closed that trade because it will hit our stop loss there. But we were late in closing that because of the glitching. You saw I couldn't even enter the trade. It took a long time. It was a glitch. Internet is not good. There we go. All right, so we're just waiting for this to close, this candle to close. It does seem there's pressure to go down. You see all these big wicks. However, the 20 is pointing up. All right, so that's color change away from the 20. Color change away from the 20, color change away from the red, which is the 200. You can see there's a lot of indecision there. Okay, it's still moving up. This candle should be closing in the next 20 seconds. Okay, we look for the first 3 candles or a color change away from the red, I mean the blue, and we close the trade. Okay. We can add onto the trade if, again, of course, there's another color change. Okay. All right, there we go. So that color change, if it takes out this green, is an indication for us to get out. Okay. You can see it's still going up here, as you can see. This is a 5-minute chart on the FBS. FBS is the trading platform that we are using, that my student is using. You guys can use whatever platform you have, Forex platform, just apply the same strategy. Opening time, 9:30 a.m. You're going to look at the candle that prints, look at the position of the candle. If the 20 and the 200 are close to each other and you are on a 2-minute chart, the candle that prints first, you can enter the candle just before the candle closes. Your stop loss should be at the bottom or the top of the candle based on the color of the candle. If it's a red candle, you want to have your stop at the top, just 1 ticker above the close, I mean at the top of that candle. If it's a green candle, you want your stop at the bottom of the candle. Okay, so you can see this is coming down. So that's a color change right there. Yes, there is a color change. There's a big arrow, big wick at the top of this, but still not changing. So we're gonna just hang in there. Okay. We have our stop loss down here, so no problem to worry about. This is where our stop loss is. So we are far away from our stop loss at the moment, but it may just take 1 candle to come down to the stop loss. But we do have a stop loss, guys. Okay. So we jumped in around here. Okay, so we are riding that part and that part and that part, and we're gonna let it ride 1, 2, 3 until we see a significant color change. Okay, so it printed a green candle, and you can see the 20 is coming close to the 200. The 200 is almost flattened. Okay, which is a powerful indication here. The 20 getting closer to the 200. Okay, it's coming close. If you guys can see, it was far away here, and now it's coming close. Okay, coming close. I did say I didn't like this position because it was starting far away from Yeah, you can see it really started far away from the 20, went all the way down. It's a far away position, not the position that you like. You want them when they are so close. That's when you want them, like close, 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 close. Okay, so this one is printing now. It's closing the third candle. The third candle we can get out, but it's still having momentum to go up. So we're just going to wait. We'll just wait for that to continue. Or somebody saying, can we add to this position? Not yet. No reason for us to add because we are still on this one. Can we move our stop loss? Yes, we could move our stop loss, but I don't see a significant move. So where we can move our stop loss, because you can see like this one here. You see this one? All we have is this one candle here. And this is pumping, is pushing down. You can see, look at the history. You could see there was a massive resistance here. So I think that's where we are hitting the ceiling right there. There was a massive resistance there. Okay, so there is a color change. Oh, yep, there's a color change now. Yeah, this one here, it is taken out that. Oh, yes. Okay, so we can close this. Oh, let's give it a moment. We can move this to our stop loss. We're going to move our stop loss here. So it's going to take us out. If it makes it all the way down. Yeah, I just moved our stop loss to the bottom of this candle here. Okay. It's still fighting really hard to go up. You can see this was a massive candle. We could play this counter as soon as it engulfs this here. We could play that again, color change going down and get out here, but we didn't get out there. We just moved our stop loss, so we can just break even. Okay. Because I think the next follow-up candle is going to take us out of the market. Yes, it's going to be so big. It's going to take us out because there's always follow-through. Once it's far away like that, you'll be trading the counter trading because it's coming back close to the candles. Yeah, the market doesn't like to go far away. You see, it goes far away, then it comes back. Then it goes far away, then it comes back again, close to the 200, okay? Same thing with the 20. The 20 goes away from the 200, it comes back, it goes away, it comes back, it goes away, it comes back, it goes away. Let's see, are we still in the trade or it took us out? No, it seems we are still in that trade. This candle has not closed. These are 5-minute candles. I've not been able to. Oh, there you go. It took us out. Okay, so it took us out. It is going down, down, down. It is going. It went down. So we're going to wait for the color change. The next color change, we're going to jump in. Okay, so could have jumped down here. We're going to wait for the next color change. We're going to jump in. Boom, that's a massive one, bringing us back to home. Let's see what we're going to get here. We might get the 20 moving average halt. Let's see, or the 200 halt. Let's see. Whoop, went right through the 20, even further. Wow, it's coming back. It is coming back, guys. It is massive, massive, massive candle. You can see that's a massive candle. So we have missed that move. But there's going to be more opportunities, okay? Using the 2 minutes, it's like every 8 minutes, you're going to get another move. So no problem, guys. So here we go. All right, so you can see that. We're gonna wait for the next color change. That was a massive candle. So it's like, that's how the market moves. It moves up and then it moves all the way back down. You lost all the gains. And it's even going further. It is going further. Okay, now it starts moving up. But the only time you can consider that move is if this move is engulfing this. Okay, it's 9:44, so we're going to employ our next strategy, which is the 15-minute breakout. So this is how the 15-minute candle looks like. It's going to be closing soon. You can see it is a candle. It's a terrible candle, literally. Indecision. You guys can see it's like a doji. Very long wick at the top and long wick at the bottom, guys. Wow. No candle body, literally. It's no candle body. These guys are shoving each other. So we're going to mark the bottom here and the top here at 9:45. We're going to use our box. We're going to wait for a retest of the same. There we go. That's the 9:30 candle. It started from there all the way. No, it started from here. It is green in color, so green but very tiny body. Okay, so that's, we've marked our opening range, the 15-minute. Then you go down to the 5 minutes. Okay, so that's how it looks like. So we're going to be waiting for a breakout, a retest, and we jump in. This would be like our longer swing trade or the intraday or longer trade. Okay, but in the meantime, let's just go back to our 2 minutes. We'll keep toggling between 5 minutes and 2 minutes. So let's see what's going on in the 2 minutes. You can see the 2 minutes. This is where we are. You see the big candle. So we started here, went up all the way, did take a trade. We won that trade. We did take a loss here because we entered the first trade and our stop loss was not in place because we couldn't put it. I tried, we couldn't. There was a glitch, system was glitching. So by the time we manually closed the trade, we had bled a little bit more than what I like. Okay, so you can see we are still down like $5. Okay, from 22 to 17. That means the first trade took us out. Okay, so now here you can see nothing much happening. Okay, so let's just go back to the 5 minutes and you can see, yeah, there we go. That's what happened. Went up, big candle down. Okay, now it's trying to go back. So let's just go and see here for the Nasdaq. It's 1 minute. Let's see the 1 minute. Okay, so again you can see this is how the 1 minute looks like. So they're still in that range, the range that was created in the beginning. Let me remove the drawing and see. 9:30 was this one here. That was a 9:30 candle for the 1 minute. Okay, so let's go to the 15 minute. And if you look at the 9:30 candle, is this one here. This doji candle here starts from the top, go all the way down up to there, and boom, to infinity. There we go. There we go. So that's our opening range, the 15 minutes. Boom. It's right up. It's not quite there. There we go. So somebody's asking, how many trades should you take? Normally, we talk about max of 3 if they're winning. Let's say if you take the first trade, you lose. You take the second trade, you lose. You hit your stop loss, then you get out of the market. 2 trades, 2 strikes, get out of the market. Okay, guys? Now, if you take your first trade, you lose. You take your second one, you win. You can take a third trade. And that's what we are looking for with the FCC. However, we have this other strategy, the 15-minute breakout retest. We're going to try to use the retest. There are quite a number of ways of trading the opening range. We can use the 15-minute breakout retest, or you can use the 5-minute breakout, again, retest, or the value gap sequence. You can use the value gap sequence. So we go down to 5 minutes. So with the value gap sequence, it's once the candle breakouts here, so we're down to 5 minutes now. So what happens is if we are using the 15-minute, down to 5-minute value gap sequence, you're going to wait for breakout. You're going to identify the value gap. You're going to wait for a retest of the gap. And from there, you are going to enter the trade in the direction of the trend at that time, okay? So it might break out at the bottom or at the top. If it breaks out at the bottom, means you're going to be looking for a retest of the gap and then enter the trade facing down, going down, okay? As you can see here, what is happening, the 20 is coming close to the 200. The 200 is pointing up, okay? It's flattened, a little flattened, but it's pointing up. You can see our opening candle was green, so most likely we're going to be looking for a long trade here, okay? Most likely. But that's going to be some time because they have to break out from this range for us to be able to enter. However, sometimes it starts green and they open up on the lower side, okay? So the market can reverse. We are not in control of that, okay? So let's go down to the 2-minute and see if we can find a color change trade that we can follow. Not at the moment. As you guys can see, the opportunity was right here at the opening of the first few minutes, like 1, 2, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's the first 15, almost 20 minutes is when there was a big opportunity, okay? Big opportunity. So now we can see that's going up. Yeah, you can see that's going up. It's not engulfed this yet. If it engulfs this one here, you can actually enter the trade. So let's be ready to buy if it engulfs this here. It's time to bite an apple. Hey guys, I always bite these apples with the skin when I'm trading. They say 1 apple a day keeps the doctor away. There we go. Moving up. We bought. Our stop loss should be down here. $23,898. 23,898. That's our stop loss. So We entered there. It was a little late because you want to enter as soon as it crosses this. So we entered, and then there was a massive pullback that we're going to wait for this. This is 5 minutes right here. This is a 5-minute candle. So we're going to keep an eye on that. You can see it's still going up because the green is actually trying to cross the red. The 20 is trying to cross the 200. However, the 200 is slightly bent down. 20 is trying to go up. They're very close to each other. We could literally get a very explosive move here, either to the downside or to the upside. Now, if it goes to the downside, it's going to hit our stop loss. We're going to delete that. You can see where our stop loss is. This is our stop loss right here. We are very close to our stop loss. There is a lot of pressure to go down. You can see the wicks are really on the top here. So there's a lot of pressure for NASDAQ. Yeah, you can see it's going to produce, this is producing an explosive downtrend. The 200 is bending down. The 20 is trying to cross to go up. So guys, what I'm sharing with you guys is not financial advice, okay? So you should always know that this is very risky. Trading is very risky. Trading any assets, Forex, crypto, stocks. So always go into this with the money that you can afford. So you can see my student here has a very tiny account, which is what we call a training account, learning how to trade. Yeah, you can see now there's an explosive trade to the bottom, move to the bottom, explosive move to the bottom, guys. Looking at this, yeah. However, they're still pushing to go up because the 20 is trying to cross the 200 like that. The 20 trying to move away from the 200. That's what it does. They come close and then they try to move away, come back close. The market does the same. The market hugs the 20, gets away, comes back, gets away, comes back, gets away, comes back, gets away, comes back, and now probably get away. Okay, hopefully gets away. Our goal is to get away, because when they get away, then that's when we make money. So here we entered, and then boom, pulled back. See how the market is? We entered here hoping that, thinking that this was going to be a massive, massive green candle because it had produced all green, and then all of a sudden, boom, it prints a wick. It goes, psh. You're held up, you're left up here. This is where we are. This is where we entered the market, right here. Of course, there was a delay. I think there's, they call it slippage. Sometimes the brokers, when you, the time you click, your clicker goes enter buy, it's not the time you entered. It enters you a few seconds later. You can see we were left out here. The candle has already retraced back to the bottom here. So we are up here. Okay. Our goal was to enter right here when it crosses, when it engulfs the red candle, including the wick. That was our goal. However, that's not what happened. Okay, we were entered much later. Okay, so we are in this trade. We have a stop loss at down here. Okay, so just below this candle here. This is the entry candle. We just keep it down there, and now we're hoping that there's enough momentum to take us back to the upside. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that. While that is happening, we are also looking at our 15-minute range that we mapped out with this rectangle. We are waiting for a breakout and, of course, a retest. And we do that between 9:30 and 11 o'clock. If it happens after 11, we're not going to take the trade. But if it happens before 11, we are going to take the trade, guys. So those of you who are here wondering what is going on, we are basically trading the Forex market. And today we are just trading the NASDAQ. Okay, we haven't looked at other pairs yet. We're just looking at the NASDAQ at the moment. It's always good to look at the majors. At least there's 5-6 majors. Euro USD, JBP USD, USD JPY, Aussie USD, the Canadian USD, and GBP USD, the British pound against the dollar. So there's about 5 of majors. Okay, so you can see it's pushing up there. Yep, it is pushing up. See how far it's going to take it. You think it's going to take it farther than what we can see here? Break out this previous range, 15-minute range. Don't know yet. Yeah, we don't know whether it's going to do that. Take it out of the range. Okay, so if it crosses to positivity and that candle closes at positivity, we can move our stop loss. We call it trailing stop loss. We can trail our stop loss to the upside. But we want to be careful with that because, again, you want to give your asset, the market, what we call a breathing room. Because if you tighten your stop loss so much, again, in a move like this, in a volatile asset like NASDAQ, any tiny wick or any wicking down, or what we call when you get just that volatility, like you see this wick here, for example, this doesn't really define the market. It just goes, it went, retested this level and boom, moved back. So let's say you had your stop loss here, very tight. You'd be wicked out and you're going to miss the move down, right? You would have missed the whole move. Okay, so let's say you had entered here. As soon as this started breaking, you entered there, put your stop loss somewhere there. What happens? Boom, wicked out. Same thing here. If you entered here, put your stop loss there. If you entered, let's say there, let's say this one here. If you entered there, put your stop loss at the bottom of that. What happens? This one comes, wicks you out, and then it continues to the top. You see, you lose the entire move because of a stop loss that was so close. Okay, but that's the idea with the FCC. You want to minimize your stop losses. You want to minimize your losses. Should be just the length of one candle. One candle length. That's it. That's all you can afford to lose. Because the potential is massive. Because if imagine you're only losing one candle length, okay? Your stop loss is determined by the length of the candle that you enter. And you have your stop loss, right? Let's say at the bottom of the candle, it goes up. So imagine the moves, the opportunity that you have. If you have a massive move like this, you see, if you have a move like this from, let's say here, the entry was done right there. After surpassing that, you entered there and you enjoyed all that move up. Okay. Okay, so, okay. Right now, we're just looking at this. It's still coming back to below our entry point. There's a bit of shoving and pushing and shoving there. We are still hopeful that we're going to break out on the upper side. However, you can see the 20 is pointing up, the 200 is flat, facing down. Now that may bring conflict, and that's why we have this kind of move here. Okay, let's see if we're gonna clean this, if we're gonna clear this. Okay, if it clears that, it may go further for breakouts. If it clears this red, doesn't look like. Oh, there you go. Some buyers are coming in. If it clears this red, there's a possibility it's gonna move on the upside. No, it comes right back. It's coming now because it went away, so now it's coming back to the blue. I told you that's how the market operates. And the red is powerful. It literally engulfs. Wow, it dwarfs the green completely. The green bar has been dwarfed by the power bar. This is a power bar. So if you're trading that power bar, you enter right there, stop at the top, and you wait for it to, yep, there we go. So you enter there, stop at the top of the bar, and you're riding it down, all the way down. But it touches the 20. The 20 can halt that move. It's very possible. Or it can break right through. Now, if it breaks through, sometimes it goes further down to reclaim all the stop losses you guys have down here. I think it's been halted. You can see it is now printing a green candle. See how crazy that is? So now it will take out stop losses for those who had entered that power bar, fake one. So what is the ideal position to enter? The ideal position to enter is near the moving averages. If the color change occurs near the moving averages. So like here, you see color change, you enter that, you ride that, you continue riding it, your stop loss is right here. So you're still in the move. If we look at this, we're still in the move. Okay, so we moved away from this. We can move our stop loss a little bit further to this level. Okay, so we moved our stop loss from this point where we had started. Bye, have a good day. All right, so there we go. We're just waiting for it to go farther and farther away. Further away. If it goes very far away, let's say three candles away from our entry point, we're going to move our stop loss to uh, break even. So I count at least three candles. The market moves by 3 to 5, 5 to 10 sometimes, but 3 to 5 pushes up. 3 to 5 candle bars up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes it's average of 3 to 5. Now those would be your strong moves up or down, depending on which direction, before you can see a massive a response or an opposite move. So it moves like 1, 2, 3, sometimes 4, sometimes 5, and then it comes the opposite. Now there are occasionally where you get up to 10 moves. Yeah, like here, this was a lot. You can see this was a red candle and then started green. So look at the green bars. This was a big move. Okay. So now this is coming down really, really aggressively. It's coming down aggressively. Pushing down really hard here. So this was a big, big move from down here all the way to that point. This was previous day trading here. Or London session. This was the London session. Boom, boom, boom. We can see how this was moving. Look at that. Comes down and then starts moving up like that. See that? So this was really, really big. Okay, now we're getting a really massive pullback. Yeah, massive pullback there. Coming to the 20. So let's see if there'll be another halt by the 20. The 20 halted this one. Let's see if it's going to hold this, because I'm hoping that we're going to open breakout at the top here. See if we can get a retest. It's 10:11 now, so we are only here up to 11 o'clock. So the 1 hour and a half of trading, sometimes the first 20 minutes you're out. You take your trades, got it right, you get out. Okay. Some of our members have already left. Okay. I look at the big chart I have over here. I can see what's going on in the community, in the Smart Wolf Club. Guys, if you're not a member of the Smart Wolf Club, make sure you join. Join the Smart Wolf Club. And those of you who need hand holding, you need to learn how to trade or digital marketing, anything online. Some of our coaches have been online for many, many years. Some of us have been online since 1998, and we have coaches from all over the world. I keep saying this. The reason is because we are just regular guys like you. It's a journey. We are learning. We learn together. Okay. We've been doing it for so long, but every single day we learn something new. The market changes every day. There's always new things happening. Like, you know what is going on in the world right now? Oil prices going up, down, it doesn't matter. So things are always changing, okay? So we learn all this together. There's AI now, okay? So those of you who watched my last live at the end of the session after 11 o'clock, I sprinkled some AI dust, okay? I like to do that. And some of you take those seriously, and you can start making money online if you take it seriously. If you listen to the story, the concept, Okay, it's just the idea, how you come up with the idea, how you implement it using the power of AI, and of course, you can start taking advantage of that. Okay, so at the end of this trading session, 11 o'clock, some of you hang around for a few minutes, and I'm gonna sprinkle some AI dust. Okay, AI dust, things like this. Okay, here we are creating an app. Okay, creating an app. Okay, prompt it to create an app. In this case here, we're looking at a wellness app, weight loss, calorie counter, food, a meal counter, something for weight loss, something for wellness, not really weight loss, wellness, something that you can use all around to decide your meals, to decide your how much intake, how much break you're going to take, what type of meals. And we were trying to design that using AI right here, the power of AI. So I treated you guys to this in our last live. So if you missed our last live, go and watch the last part of the live, at least I think a half an hour, an hour after 11 o'clock. So those of you who are there learned this concept, how you can create your own award-winning app, $1 million app using AI. Simple, free tools, okay? But that's not the topic at the moment. So right now we are looking at the market. So trading can be very boring sometimes. You've got to be patient, guys, because look, the market does what it likes, and you're just going to take opportunity. Okay, so you can see now it's pushing up. This is at 2 minutes. So our goal is to see it break out here. So we go to the 5 minutes. So if it breaks out here, because we are waiting for a breakout of the 15-minute range, we're going to wait for a retest. We're going to enter the trade. That's going to be our longer trade, what you can call maybe a intraday or swing trade. So we create that, we enter that trade, and we leave the market. Put our stop loss, put our take profit, and we go to the beach. Yeah, sounds like a plan, right? We go to the beach, or we take a walk, or you go to your 9 to 5. Some of you are waiting to go to your 9 to 5s, or your rat race. Now, some of our members are already into other stuff, digital marketing, AI, and stuff like that. So you can go do what you like most. You can set up your marketing campaigns. And some of you are very busy professionals. You can go back to your profession. You are a tree surgeon, so you can go cutting your trees. You're a landscaper. You can go out in the beautiful days and landscape. You are a stay-home mom. You can continue staying home, mom. Dad, you're staying at home. After this, you can take a trade, put a stop loss, take profit, and go and stay home, dad. Go take care of your family. If you're a volunteer somewhere, the animal shelter, you can go and take care of the poor animals that need your help right now. Okay? So let's see, who do we have today on here? Let's see. Any of you guys on there? Let's see, any questions? Where's the private chat? Okay, somebody's asking, how comes you have a small account? Okay, so this small account, there's a story to it, guys. You can see there's only $17 in here now. So this account was entirely wiped out. It's a training account. So first, my students started this account a few years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago. And they were trading using an algo trader, an automated trader, trading gold. Then the account was, he had grown the account to almost $4,000. Then 1 hour or 1 day, come back and the account was nearly wiped out. So what had happened is the algo had gone rogue. The guys who were managing the algo, something happened. The gold prices fell and the algo was printing something about the code, wiped out at a lot of people's accounts. Now, this student was lucky because his account was not wiped out. It was about $800 left, okay? So he got mad. He was frustrated. He quit. That algo stopped trading. He hadn't learned how to trade, so he went away, forgot about it. went back to his rat race. This guy lives in the village, living about $1 per day. Okay, so this was a lifetime saving for him. Okay, to get into the trading FBS. So after a few years, we crossed paths with our Smart Wolf Club membership, and he decided, you know what, this is interesting. I want to learn how to trade now. Okay, instead of using the algo, let me learn the principles of trading. So we said, okay, let's go ahead. So then we traded the account from 800 to about 1600 in like a short time. Part of the training, okay? So we were using massive lot sizes. We were not following any risk management. Part of the training, okay? Live, where you trade live your account and don't follow proper rules. We know the rules, but we don't follow them. See, it is teaching you the bad, the good, and the ugly. See what happens if you don't follow the rules. Let's risk this amount and let's see what happens. See it being blown away. You see it being use massive lot sizes and see how the drawdowns happen, the margin calls happen. So that's exactly what happened. Okay. One time, a student decided, you know what, I'm going to take it to the ringer. And boy, oh boy, that particular day, boom, the account was wiped out from 1600 to 108. Okay. And then further down to like almost zero. Okay. Further down to almost zero. Put about $150 further down to almost zero. Part of the training, part of the learning. And so now our goal is to grow this to 1600. That is our immediate goal. But we need about 108 to effectively implement our plan. Okay. Again, this would be a risky move up. Very, very, very aggressive move, recovery. Okay. So my student is trying to get money, of course, living under $1 per day. Not easy to come by money. Okay. So that's why we were saying the other day, oh, if there's someone here who is enjoying the trainings, and you want to see the money being trained, you can donate to this account because it's going to be traded live for you guys here on YouTube, in the community. Yeah, you can do that. Just put the money here and let's trade the money. Okay, 108. You feel like putting 108, 200, 300, it doesn't matter, whatever you want. There is an email here. You can reach out. I think they have an email shared here in our last training. Let me see if I can find it. It's a profit. It is support at profitwellnesshub.com. Support at profitwellnesshub.com. This is the plan that we want to implement. So session 1 goal is 200. Session 2 goal is 400. So these are just about 4 sessions, 5 sessions to get us back to 1600. Okay. Yep. There we go. So there is a plan. That's the plan, guys. So that is the plan. So now let's see. Have we broken out of the range? Not yet, guys, but we're getting close. You can see that move up. We're getting close. We're going to wait for our retest. And that's how we're going to handle this. Okay, so how many candles are we here now? Can we bring it back to break even? Not really, because it's very close, but we can move it up. Here, this is the third candle. This is the third candle right there. So we are trailing our stop loss. We have moved our stop loss there. We are not breaking even yet. We don't have our stop loss at break even yet, but we have moved it up to the third. Okay, we're going to give that a chance. So I guess we're going to move it to break even. We're going to move it to break even. There we go. Slightly above break even. We're going to move it right there, or we can actually move it to the bottom of this candle. There we go. So now we have our stop loss above break even. Okay. We have our stop loss above break even. And we're going to see what happens here. So now if it closes, I mean, it comes crashing down, we will still be at this 1736. I'm just refreshing this, make sure it's showing the exact. So right now, if we close the trade, we will be at 22.25. That's where we started earlier today. So we have not really made any progress today so far. So we're just going to wait and see. Our first trade was a loss. We lost about $6 out of 22. And our second trade was a win, small win. We closed it very quickly. So now we are on our third trade, and which will probably be our final trade using the FFCC, even though we are waiting to see if we get a breakout here. We let it break out. We're going to wait for a retest. Okay. Okay, so there we go. It is finally breaking out. Finally, it is breaking out. So hopefully we'll be able to take the trade within this time of the day, because it has to happen between 9:30 a.m. and 11 o'clock. It's pretty slow. Wow, that's a big step to the bottom. Yeah, you can see the 20 is bending down. Ooh, it's coming down strong. Wow. It did print a doji here, which could signify continuation of the trend or a change in the trend. This doji is in decision candle. So the buyers may still be in control, but we have given up all these gains. You see where it was here? When it was up here, we were at $22. But now if you go and check, we are probably just at break even. If you refresh this, the internet is very slow, so that's why you see, yeah, you can see our equity is very, very small. All right, there we go. Okay, so here I'm going to be paying attention to this. So this is the candle I'm talking about. Looks doji. Wow. What a level, my friend. The 15-minute opening range is so hard to break sometimes. You can see it literally determines where you're going to be trading the whole day. Almost trade. Okay, there was a breakout slightly. It was wicked down. And now, excuse me, we are printing red candles. Yeah, we're literally printing red candles. Or what we call red bars. The burrs. Now, if it comes down, we're just going to break. It's going to keep us at preserve the account, but not really any gain today. Today is Wednesday, guys. This is official live. We're going to have another live trading session on Friday morning at 9:30. You guys join the lives. You can take trades as we take the trades, okay? There's no fee for that. You're allowed to just copy exactly what we are doing. No guarantees again. We tell you, this is trading, my friend. It's very risky. Whatever you're doing, you'll be doing at your own risk. Make sure you use the right lot sizes, not risking not more than 1 to 2% of your account. That is the goal, especially if you have a massive account. You don't want to risk more than 1 to 2% of your account. Most people are okay with risking just 1% of their account. If you have a big account, you don't have to be greedy, okay? Because again, we're trading very volatile assets. We're trading the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is a US 100. That means 100 US companies, top 100 technology companies. It's an index that is pegged on the volatility of the 100, based on the 100 US companies. That's why they call it US 100, okay? But trust me, the Nasdaq can pay you big time if you master the strategies. Okay. So if we look at our hindsight, the first trade that we lost was one, glitchy. We couldn't really put a stop loss. We tried, we could not. The internet could not. By the time I had to close it manually, so too late, because our stop loss is always one bar length. Okay, so if you enter at the top of this bar, our stop loss is going to be at the bottom of the bar. So it only affords us one bar length stop loss. Okay, that is it, giving us a massive upside. Okay, giving us the opportunity to bring in massive profits. However, try to click, come on, let's put in a stop loss. We could not. Okay, so I ended up closing this manually, and of course that took away our $6. Then we got a smaller trade. We closed that after 3 bars. As always, we like to do that. When there was a color change, we got out. So kind of just preserved the account. And now we are in this trade. This trade has been progressing for a while. It's 10:29 now. I think we entered at 10. Like, yeah, around, yeah, we entered around 10. We're still in that trade, guys. It's moving very slowly. Slowly is the word. Slowly. Slowly. Let's see, have we gotten any breakout yet? Nope. No breakouts from the upside. No breakout. So we continue biting an apple. Well, I'm seeing a breakout now, but let's see if it will close on that side. Is a breakout. Okay. Okay. There is a breakout. That is being pushed down. At some point, we were really up here. At some point, we were up there, so we're going to move our stop loss to there. We are trailing our stop loss. So we are trailing our stop loss. So we moved our stop loss to this bar right here, close to the bar that's acting weird. And I think now it's going to come down, boom, to weak us out. Boom, it closed the trade on us. So we are at, the count is now at what, 20? Okay, 2038. Because it just wicked us down there. And you can see it's now moving down that way. So we're going to wait for another color change for us to enter the trade. It's 10:34, so we still have a few minutes before 11. Okay, so you can see that. I don't like to enter these long wicks. Yeah, so that's why I'm staying out of this. It might be a massive candle, but I'm trying to stay out of it. Just the mere fact that this has this massive wick at the top. So it seems that was the end of the run. It didn't really break out at all today. We haven't broken out the 15-minute range in the time frame that we're here between 9:30 and 11. The Nasdaq has not broken out of the 15-minute opening range, guys. It has not broken out at all. Let's see, look at what our 5-minuters are doing. The 5-minuters again. That's exactly what happened. They're still in that range also. Okay, it's printing this bar to the bottom. Guys, do you know about pre-IPO investments? For those of you who are like accredited investors, you can start the process, okay? So you can go and open a Hive account. So I'm sharing some of you. This is a cheat sheet that some of our coaches have done. just to have exposure to pre-IPO offerings, which have a potential to either you lose your money or you make a lot of money using pre-IPO offerings. Okay, so the IPO market, so you can do what we call direct shares. You're locked. You can't sell them easily until the IPO hits your long-term wealth builders or public funds. So you can look for funds or that have invested heavily in the IPO that you're looking for, and you can access them that way. Okay. So Fidelity, Schwab, Robinhood. Okay. So you can go and look for stocks, Destiny Tech 1000. This is for people who are looking into buying SpaceX, for example. Those of you who believe that it might be going IPO soon or at some point. The backdoor entry. So this is something our community talks about. So joining the Smart Wolf Club will give you exposure to some of this information. Okay. All right. So here we go. We are now going up. So we're going to buy our stop loss is going to be here, guys. This is where our stop loss is going to be. 23,966. 23,966. There we go. That is our stop loss right there. I'm going to close that, delete object, so you can see where our stop loss is. We just entered and it came back again, but you and I know, it's going to go up. Okay. Our stop loss is right here. Did we get any breakout? Yeah, it closed above, it came back. So let's see, is that our reversal candle? No, I wouldn't call this a reversal candle. This is not a reversal candle. No gaps. So it did close out. It did finally break out, but we have 19 minutes to go. It didn't really reverse the way we want it to reverse, because that's a reversal candle would be a hammer or an engulfer. Okay, so if this engulfs, the red engulfs the entire green, then you know we are going down. Okay. Which doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Well, there's still a lot of time. There's about 2 minutes, 3 minutes to go on this candle. This is a 5-minute candle bars. So it's 2 minutes into this bar. There's 3 minutes to go. You think we're going to get an engulfer? No. Instead, we're probably going to go up. All right. So again, we're going to trail our stop loss here while we're here. Otherwise, we're going to set a take profit and go away, leave the market. Go away. Go away. Go away. So we entered here on this one. Using the FCC, the color change thing. That's where our stop loss is. Entry was as soon as we engulfed this. So literally what we did is this. This is what we are doing. So if we want to create There we go. So this is where our stop loss is. If we're looking at a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, this is exactly where we're going to let it go. We're going to put our take profit here if we have to leave the market. Anytime I'm leaving the market, I got to put a take profit. And the stop loss is always there, whether I'm leaving the market or not, because there we go. So that's the trade we are envisioning. Okay, we just jumped in here, free flow color change. There was a color change here. As soon as this broke above, it engulfed the red here. We decided to jump in. The engulfing took place over here. Sorry guys, there. This is our stop loss down here. Okay, that's where our stop loss is. So our 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio is going to push us all the way up here. I am still scrolling. Oh, come on. It's hard to get to 2 exactly. Every time I get to 199, there we go. Ah. So there we go. So that's where we are now. So that's where we are. That's where we are. It's coming down. Coming down. Coming down, coming down. We have 15 minutes to go, guys, before we get out of the market. So today, the trading didn't go so much on the positive side. It went to a negative, and we're trying to recover back to where we were and then some. Okay? That's the goal. So trading is like that. Some days, you know, you're going to come in and you're going to lose. Some days you're going to win. If you guys watched the last live, you saw this account was $8, right? We got to $22. So sometimes you have to give back to the market. That's how it is. From $8 to 22, and then you take one more step backwards, and then you leave to trade another time. But at the end of the day, you make sure your losses are minimum, your wins should be bigger. So at the end of the day, you have a profit to report. Okay? Wow, this is coming strong down. Yeah, it's a strong move to the downside. Yep, it's a very, very strong move to the downside. Yeah, you can see it's a strong move to the downside, but it looks like it's being countered. So while we were waiting for a breakout and then a reversal for us to enter the trade, we decide to use, along the way, we're going to use our FFCC, free flow color change, to try and get some profits along the way. That was the idea. And now you guys can see what has formed here. It's a pure resistance at the top here. Those of you who are into support and resistance, you can see where I put the line. You see this tall wick here? This is where the market just came again and hit that same line, and it came down. So, but if it breaks through that line, I think we're going to go further. You guys can see that, right? This here formed some type of resistance there. So if the market actually breaks above this line, I think we're going to go further up. Vahala. Nasdaq wants to go up. Yeah, you see this resistance here. There's some liquidity up here already right now created. Some people have stop losses up here. So the market is trying to come back and clean up that. Now, if it cleans that up and goes up, that could be a nice move up. You can see, there you go. So I think yep, oh no, it's still not been able to go past that. It pushed further, but let's see the second try. Sometimes it takes a couple tries to break that. It doesn't look like. Yeah, it literally hit that same level that I told you guys. Okay. So it did weak out some people because it's slightly above. So it did take some liquidity there. But let's see what's going to happen. Sometimes there could be more people jumping in to push it up. Or it could just be the reverse, people selling off now their positions. Let's see, does it have enough momentum to go up? That is my question. So there is some type of resistance here that I told you guys. Liquidity that existed here has been mopped up by that wick, this wick here, and now it's dropping. Let's look at TradingView. You can see that level there. That's the same level right there, that level there. It did. Okay, let's see how strong that move is. We have 8 minutes to go, guys. You can see Nasdaq has actually been going up in the last few trading sessions. You can see it's really been going up. Nasdaq has been going up. There we go. Now I think it's going to be time for it to come down, because you see they're separated. You can see the positions of the moving averages when they're far away from each other. The market will tend to come back. You see, when they're separated like this, that far, the market is up there. It's going to start coming back. The 20 is going to start coming back. The 200. Then you have these explosive movements to the downside. And that's what we are trying to exploit. We are waiting for a retest. While in the meantime, we are going to move our stop loss to break even and more. We're going to put it at this. Is it break even now? There. All right, let's see where we are. How many minutes do we have? 6 minutes. Okay, it's at 25. Yep, so I'm going to move the stop loss to just below that. So we moved our stop loss to just below that one candle. We are trailing our stop loss. Let's see how the move is. That's the move, guys. That's the move. This is the FFCC strategy that we're still using. Okay. All right, let's see what we're gonna get there. If we get an engulfer, we are out. Now we've given up the wins, right? Okay. Seems there's still some buyers still surviving, shoving the sellers away. See, we've given back all these gains back down. We backed down here. We have 4 minutes to go before 11. And we are printing a green candle. Okay, let's see. Is it going to push further? Because I'm just about to bring this here. Yes, I'm trailing my stop just below that candle. So it doesn't leave us in a big hole for the next session, which will be on Friday morning at 9:30, guys. I think if we go above this candle, yes, that is great. Nope, it's pushing down. Do we have enough muscle to go further than that candle? It will be a nice thing to close the trade at a win. No, it's coming down. Okay, we are at 23. We started at 22. We want to close on a positive note. It's at 25. Let's not be greedy. We're going to be closing it soon. Let's give it time. How many minutes is left on this trade? Yeah, it's a 5-minute candle. Let's see where we in terms of time. Okay, so there's 2 minutes to go on this candle. Yep, so there's about 2 minutes. Let's see if it's going to close above and beyond that. Okay, still pushing, guys. Is it gonna push further? Yes, it's pushing a little further. Yes. Yes, it is pushing a little further. And it is official. I'm going to close it right there. Boom. I closed it, guys. So we are now at 26.67. We started at $22. So we are now at 26.67. So we have gained at least $4 and some change. $4 out of a $22 account. If we bring up the calculator, it's always good to look at the percentages because I know that's what you guys, $4 doesn't mean much, but for a guy, our student who lives under $1 per day, this is one guy who worked 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. every single day just to make $1. Back-breaking job. So 4 divided by 22, multiply that by 100 in terms of percentages. So we're talking about 18%. Okay, so today we've grown this account by about 18%. The last trading session, I think it was about 30%. Okay, if you guys remember the calculation, you can go and check our previous live. Okay, I'm going to put the playlist here. It is the free Forex trading training, free Forex training. You can watch that, or it is the Can I Recover $1,600? That's the playlist. Any of those playlists will give you the previous training videos, and I can put the links below here for you guys if you want to watch the previous live, see what we did from $8 to $22, and now from 22 back to 17. Okay, so now I think it's time to get in for our reversal trade. Let me see how it is. Are we getting a reversal? Oh, not really. We're getting a red candle, but is it an engulfer? It's 11 o'clock, guys. If it doesn't show us the hammer, it's still trying to go up. Yep, it's still trying to go up. Okay. It's still trying to go up. It's 11 o'clock, so we're going to stop it here. The reversal didn't take place, but let me see. It looks like it's printing a reversal here. Nope. It is actually tending to go up. But we are out. We closed the trade manually. Okay. Of course, the FCC, you close your own trades. We don't put any take profits. We just put the stop loss, and we can trail our stop loss like we did. So the good thing is that you can see the account is growing, okay, from $8 to 22, 22 to 26. So our next trading session, we're going to try to push this to 30. And then, of course, we're going to start pushing it a little harder to get to the 108. That's what we're looking for. But if one of you wants to put 108 into this account, then we can implement this plan right here. There's a plan here that we have already written. It's based on the 108 account. So one of you can donate that. That's some coffee for some of you guys. 108 is nothing for some of you guys. That's what you spend for your coffee. You can donate that to this account, okay? Now, to reach the student, you can use the email address support@profitwellnesshub, HUB, profitwellnesshub.com. Support@profitwellnesshub.com. That is the email address. And on your subject, you can just say donating 108. And one of our members is going to reach out to you, and they're going to show you how you can directly deposit your 108 to this account. There are many ways you can deposit the 108. One of the ways is very simple. Here where it says deposit, you can use mobile money, you can use USDT or this crypto, or you can use your credit card. They can send you a link where you can add that, and that will be reflected here. And when we come back next time, we're going to see the balance gone up here, and we can start taking the real trades. Okay, we can start getting serious now, serious business. And you guys are going to be treated to serious business, where we are literally going to take this account from 108 to 200 session 1, to 400 on session 2, to 800 on session 3, to 1200 on session 4, and to 1600 on session 5, using what we call the very simple strategy that we are using. We combine our FFCC strategy with the fast 5-minute candle retest strategy. Very simple. A combination of the two will get you to Valhalla, Valhalla, Valhalla. Now, are there guarantees? We can't. Literally, we cannot, because we don't control the market. Like you saw what happened today, right? NASDAQ decides to go down, and then it comes back up right away, wicks you out, takes your stop loss, boom, gives you your first loss, okay? But that's not the end of trading. Your first loss doesn't mean that's it. Then you take the second trade and the third trade, and you're back to profitability. So right now we are still profitable. We have canceled the first loss, which was about $6. We canceled that and added $4 on top. Okay, so we lost $6, we made $10. We are profitable. That's all you have to do. You win $100, you lose $60, you make $100. You're $40 above. You lose $6,000, you make $10,000. You're still $4,000. Same session, same trading session. Okay. So it goes up and down. That's how the market is. You can see, guys, the market is up and down, up and down. It doesn't matter. The losses don't matter. What matters is your wins, how much you keep, how much you're keeping. You can lose many times, but if you can wipe out those losses with just one win, okay? So again, I was just looking at what's going on in the market here. We have still not gotten a clear reversal. So we cannot implement our reversal, because our goal was to see this happen during this time here, the 9:30 to 11. We see a clear reversal. We jump in, take profit, stop loss, the traditional way of trading. A stop loss and a take profit, 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, or 1 to 3, doesn't matter, 1 to 2, and boom. I wanted to treat you guys to that. And that's going to be like an intraday trade or a swing trade. We can hold it for sometimes a day, okay? So that has not happened right now with NASDAQ. You can see this is literally the time NASDAQ breaks out of the 15-minute range, and it is still going up, okay? It's still on an upward trend. It is not coming down yet. For us to take a reversal trade, we have to see a reversal sign, and the reversal sign would be a hammer candle at the top, a hammer, if you have a hammer, or an engulfer, okay, a bearish engulfer in this case. If we have a bearish engulfer in this case, then we know we are dealing with a reversal. But right now we don't have any of those. What we have instead is an upward trend, moving up, moving up. And you can see why the moving averages are squarely pointing up very strongly. However, at some point, we're going to get a retracement on the market, because normally they tend to do that. When the 20, the 100 are separate, the 200 are separated like this, they tend to move back close to each other. You can see, if you look at history, history will prove you right. It does that all the time, okay? See, they were close, very close here, and then it started moving away, and it moved away for a very, very long time, okay? Wavy. It goes up, far away, and then it comes closer, and then it goes away again, comes closer, like that. So that's exactly what's happening here. You can see what's happening. NASDAQ is going up. Generally, the NASDAQ is going up. It's on an upward trajectory. So you're likely to do well if you take what we call long trades. If you go short trades, it's a counter move, and it's a little higher riskier. Looking at what the market is doing right now, you can see it's all up, 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 up. There are more green bars than red bars, even though you're getting some massive pullbacks. They're just very short term lived, and then boom, you get. See, like this move here was a massive move right here. This was a massive move, ooh, all the way up. Okay, and that's where we did make some money to counter our loss, and we ended up at this level. Now, this is a very tiny account. So imagine if you, whatever we made today, you multiply by 10 or by 100, because some of our students are trading thousands of dollars on their accounts. So they've seen massive. Those who took the trade, when we took the trade, they are seeing massive gains. We're talking about $4. Multiply that by 10, multiply that by 100, multiply that by 1,000. Okay? So for somebody who's trading thousands of dollars, let's say 26,000 on their account, they would have made 4,000 clean, right? The 18% of 26,000 is about 4,000. You guys can see what I'm talking about. So those of you who say, "Oh, what is 4,000? What is $4?" If you have a bigger account, of course, you can make enough money to pay you and your family. All right. Unless there's any questions, I think I'm going to end it here because I gotta go now. Just to give you a bonus about AI. So if you have no freaking idea of what to sell or to trade, because people ask me, how do you make money online? Okay, it's not easy to make money online, okay? It's not easy. A lot of us have tried many times and failed. It's not easy, okay? You end up losing money, actually. You're going to end up losing money on courses, trainings, on subscriptions. You're going to subscribe to softwares, to new shiny objects. You're going to buy this software. You're going to buy access to this training. This guru is going to charge you for $1,000 for masterminds or for services that are not going to give you anything. Okay. The reason is because there's so many moving parts, and it's very confusing, and it's very lonely. So most people don't stay the cause. Okay. They're not like get rich quick schemes. Okay. So you have to put the work, and you have to have a plan. So that's why we have a plan here to trade this account. We definitely, even a small account as this is, we have a plan. Okay. We have a plan. We know what we're going to do, what we're looking for. Session 1, we are looking for 200, starting from 108. So all we need is 108 on this account. If we have 108 on that account, we're going to start. Okay. And of course, there are many other things we do in the community. You can see, like here, somebody was trading these core positions using Fidelity, market funds, all this stuff. Okay, so all that is shared in the community. Join the Smart Wolf Club. And of course, guys, visit the profitwellnesshub.com and take advantage of the free apps that we have. So you go to the app section. Okay, you go to the app section and you can enjoy the free apps. Okay, let's see. Have we got an engulfer? Because if it happens while we're still here, it's after 11, it will be terrible to take the trade. But I just want to show you guys an example of what we're talking about. Is it happening now? No, this is not an engulfer. If we get an engulfer, you know what an engulfer is? If we get a bearish engulfer, a red candle that engulfs the green bar here, how many minutes is left? 3 minutes is left on this candle. So I don't think we're going to get an engulfer. In fact, it looks like it's going to go up. So we are on an upward trajectory here. There was an engulfer here. Not really. It was not broken out yet. Oh, you get a hammer, an inverted hammer. A hammer would be something like this. The reversal candles patterns are very simple. Okay. Let me show you guys what we are looking for. Because some of you are like, what are you looking for? This is what I'm looking for. I'm going to show you right now if I'm able to get on this board. Actually, yes, if I'm able to get on this board, I'll show you guys right now. Oh, it's so slow. The internet is very, very slow wherever I am. Okay, so there we go. So you have, let's say that's a green candle, right? Green candle followed by a green bar, followed by a green bar, followed by another green bar. So we are going up, right? Like exactly what's happening right now. Then what we're going to be looking for, if we get something like this, boom, and then we get something like that, small, that, and the body here could be red. Okay, so this say it's red. So that is a reversal candle. Okay, so now the candles are going to start going that way, that way, that way. And these candles are red. Okay, so now we are on a downward trajectory. So this is a reversal. This is what we are looking for. So what are we going to do here? So we're going to enter here. This is where our stop loss is going to be, right there. And we're going to enter there. This is our entry point. As this one closes, this would be our entry point, stop loss. And then our top profit would be somewhere there, a 2R risk to reward ratio. So this will be our TP. Okay, so that's one scenario. This is a hammer at the top. Okay, inverted hammer. It's called inverted hammer. Okay, at the top. Okay, now another scenario would be a bearish engulfer. So we have that, we have that, we have that going up. These are green bars. And then all of a sudden we have a green bar here, not so big. And then you get a red bar that literally engulfs that. So this bar is red. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump in here as the bars start becoming red. So we're going to jump here. Our stop loss is going to be at the top. This would be our entry point, stop loss, and we're going to go to R. Okay, to R. Take profit, TP, which is just about average 3 bars down. Okay, so we really didn't get an engulfer as such. You can see it is not an engulfer. It is not an engulfer. It could be just, yeah, it didn't end up as an engulfer. You can see it did not. The green candle is still super big compared to the red candle. So I don't think I'll consider that an engulfer. Yeah, I think it's just a minor breath. So this didn't happen during this session. So that's how we're going to get out of the market. So it didn't happen because this is not an engulfer. I expected this to be larger to engulf this green candle, the bar here. Okay, so that didn't happen. Okay. If you look at another pair, let's say the euro, let's look at, euro USD. Let's bring another pair, see if the other pair has an engulfer. No, you can see, I don't see any. Okay, here, this would be considered, not really. The big wick at the top, yes, that's a hammer. And oh my goodness, look at how this was. Again, they're all going up, upward trends, upward, always, downward, never. Never. Yep, upward trend, downward, never. Upward trend, downward, never. If you do the 15 minutes breakout, you can see the 15-minute. Now, the session is over at 11, guys. So those of you who are here now are just being treated to a bonus, okay? Bonus training. So let's see, 9:30. 9:30 was, and today is April Fool's Day. So don't be fooled. I'm not fooling you guys. The market can fool you. Yep, they give you a green bar, you enter, boom, it turns red. That's exactly what happened. The market fools you every day if you're not careful. All right, so there we go. So this is where it started. This is the green opening there. That's how it started today. The euro, this is the euro USD. Very, very similar to what Nasdaq did. That is the 15 minutes. Never broke out. Literally, never broke out of this range. Never, never, never broke out. Never broke out of the range. Now, it's probably the same for all of them today. That's nobody mimics. Let's look at the USD JPY. USD JPY. USD JPY. If we go to the 15 minutes, I can show you how the 15-minute opening was. I'm looking at the majors, guys, because somebody's asking me, why are you looking at, why not these other pairs? It's because of, we're looking at the major pairs, the ones that pairing up with USD. We have 9:30. The 9:30 candle is this one here. This one here. So that's a 15-minute. There was a breakout. Yes, and there was a breakout. It went up, broke out, came down. This is a 9:30 candle. Okay, let's mark that. There we go. That's the 9:30 candle. 9:30. First 15 minutes of opening. There you go. And there you go. So you go down to the 5 minutes and you can see it did break out on the top there. And it started coming down, broke out on the downside, came back. It is going up now. Wow. I can see it's a downward trend on the JPY, USD JPY. Excuse me. There we go. So that's where we are. So we just need to grow this to 108. And you guys can contribute to that. Okay, so we've touched a lot of things here. We talked about things you can look out for, and I'm going to end it now. But there we go. I am back. So guys, thank you for hanging out with me here today. I will see you guys on Friday for another live session. And always come in ready to trade, guys, because when we enter, you can enter the trade. You're not stopped. We are not stopping you from doing that. Just go in with money that you can afford to lose. If you don't have the money, you can trade demo accounts, okay? Free paper money, so you don't lose your money if you don't know how to trade. And you can follow our strategy. Our strategy is very simple. It's the FFCC. It's brain dead. It's KISS. Keep it simple. It's basically, here are the two moving averages. Here are our bars. The bar starts going down. You enter the trade. Put your stop loss at the top. The bar starts going up. Enter the trade. Put your stop loss at the bottom. And just watch the market as it goes. 1, 2, 3 bars. Take profit. Get out. Or you can add on to your trade. And you keep on going. And then, of course, you can add another strategy, the 15-minute breakout, while you're still on the market. You can add other strategies. We use many, many other. There is a Fibonacci strategy I'll be sharing with you guys, where literally you use a Fibonacci retracement to enter your trades. It comes back, it retraces the level, the 6 0.1, the 618, the 618 level, you enter. You take your profits at the next level. You know, we look at things like that. 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio, or you can trade the fair gap value sequences using advantage of that. Okay. Now let's end it in a powerful note. In the prayer, we're going to pray in the belief for the power almighty. We pray that whoever is going to apply this training may be successful. We pray that the markets stay good to us. We pray that our members that are following these trainings may be successful. We pray that those who are going to watch on YouTube may take action, because that's the problem. Most people don't take action. They watch the training, they go to another training, they never implement what they learn, and nothing ever happens to them. We pray that this changes, that they learn and they implement and they take action, and may they all be successful. We pray that the markets are good to us. We pray this in the belief of the power almighty. Amen. Guys, that's powerful. Okay? So stay positive, no negativity. Stay positive. Help those who are in need, man. Okay? Anybody around you who is in need of something, help them. Always help them. Watch out for brothers and sisters. Our goal is to endeavor and get our freedoms, financial freedom, location freedom, and time freedom. Buy our time back so we can do whatever we want, whenever we want. And that is the goal, learning skills like this. Okay? With that, I'm going to end this now, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. That is very important. We want to grow this channel, guys, and with your support, we can. If you subscribe and share this with your friends, your community, so they can learn these strategies, they can join us during the live session, because every week we have 2 live sessions. And this is, we are not charging you for it. This is free. You just come, hang out with us, bring your trading platforms. If you don't have one, you can open an account on a trading platform like FBS. Okay, this is a Forex broker. Or you can just go to Google or ask ChatGPT what Forex platform you can use in your country, because some of them are not available in different countries. And you can follow along and make sure you have your TradingView account. We're going to put the link below for you to join. Use our link. If you subscribe, they give us a small token. You can still use the free version. The only problem with the free version is you are not, doesn't allow you to use a lot of other advanced features. In the future, as we continue trading, we're going to be using some advanced features like signaling, alerts, trading alerts. You cannot receive those if you have the free version. But subscription is only a cup of coffee, so most of you can actually afford that. So the most important thing is make sure you like these videos, share, so we can reach as many people as possible. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Bam! Ended the stream.